Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to Microorganisms and Humans, a self-assessment project. List the main types of organisms included under the heading of microorganisms. The term microorganism includes viruses, bacteria, protozoa, some fungi, and some algae. Which of the following are not found in bacteria? Cytoplasm, cell membrane, nuclear membrane, DNA, chromosome, glycogen, cellulose. Bacteria do not have a nuclear membrane or cellulose. Saprophytic bacteria release dash into their surroundings and then absorb the dash. Saprophytic bacteria release enzymes into their surroundings and then absorb the soluble products, digested products, or dissolved substances. Choose the most appropriate word from the list below to complete the following sentence. Aerobic bacteria differ from anaerobic bacteria because they need dash for their respiration. Aerobic bacteria differ from anaerobic bacteria because they need oxygen for their respiration. Note, air is not an appropriate answer because most bacteria grow and reproduce in water. In what ways are bacteria affected by boiling at 100 degrees Celsius, refrigerating at 4 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius, 4 degrees, and freezing at -20 degrees Celsius? Boiling at 100 degrees Celsius kills most of the bacteria, and refrigeration slows down the rate of bacterial growth and reproduction. Freezing at 20 degrees Celsius stops the growth and reproduction of most bacteria. Give one example in each case of the usefulness of bacteria in a natural environment and industrial process. In a natural environment, bacteria bring about decay. In this way, they prevent accumulation of dead material and make available essential compounds such as nitrates. Bacteria are used in the industrial process to produce certain kind of foods. For example, cheese, yogurt, to make single-cell proteins, to purify sewage, and in the manufacture of certain chemicals. For example, lactic acid. Give 3 examples of diseases caused by bacteria. Diseases caused by bacteria include tonsillitis, blood poisoning, scarlet fever, tuberculosis, typhoid, diphtheria, food poisoning, gonorrhea, syphilis. Complete the following paragraph. Bacteria which cause disease are called dash. The disease symptoms are usually the result of dash produced by the bacteria. Disease-causing bacteria feed parasitically on or in the body of their dash. Bacteria which cause disease are called pathogenic or pathogens. The disease symptoms are usually the result of toxins produced by the bacteria. Disease-causing bacteria feed parasitically on or in the body of their host. What kind of food is most likely to contain Salmonella bacteria? B. What illness is caused by Salmonella typhimurium? C. What is the usual method of killing Salmonella bacteria in food? Salmonella bacteria are almost likely to be present in poultry, that is chicken, duck and turkey, eggs, beef, pork, and unpastured milk. Salmonella typhimurium causes food poisoning. What is the usual method of killing Salmonella bacteria in food? Cooking usually kills Salmonella bacteria in food. When a particular strain of bacteria is called resistant, what is it resistant to? Resistant bacteria are resistant to drugs, particularly antibiotics. Which one of the following is least likely to give rise to food poisoning? Cooking and eating partially defrosted turkey, eating a cooked chicken leg straight from the refrigerator, preparing fresh chicken for the oven and immediately making a lettuce and tomato salad, putting an uncooked chicken on the same plate as some cold ham. A cooked chicken leg straight from a refrigerator is unlikely to contain Salmonella bacteria. Cooking should have killed the bacteria, and refrigeration should have prevented the reproduction of any bacteria which survived the cooking. Which of the following are known ways in which gonorrhea and syphilis can be transmitted? Using a towel that has been used by an infected person, touching an infected person, kissing an infected person, having sexual intercourse with an infected person. A, B, and C are not recognized ways in which syphilis and gonorrhea can be transmitted. How can a baby become infected with gonorrhea? and syphilis. During birth, a baby may be infected with gonorrhea bacteria as it passes through the vagina of uninfected women. Syphilis bacteria can pass through the placenta and infect the fetus before birth. Which one of the following is most likely size of a virus? 1 millimeter, 0.1 millimeter, 0.1 millimeter, 0.01 millimeter, 0.001 millimeter. The most likely size for the virus is 0.001 millimeter. A virus consists of a central core of dash or dash surrounded by a coat made up of dash units. The virus consists of a central core of DNA or RNA surrounded by a coat made up of protein units. Which one of the following processes can be carried out by a virus? Respiration, growth, excretion, reproduction. Viruses cannot respire, grow, or excrete, but they can reproduce. Name 3 diseases caused by viruses. Virus diseases include colds, influenza, herpes, mumps, measles, chickenpox, rubella, hepatitis, and AIDS. By what method may virus diseases be prevented? Virus infection may, in many cases, be prevented by immunization. Which body cells are attacked by HIV/AIDS virus? What general effect does this have on the body? The HIV/AIDS virus attacks the white cells. Those are the lymphocytes. The body thus loses its ability to fight disease organisms or cancerous cells, i.e., a loss of immunological response. State 3 ways by which the AIDS virus might be transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person. AIDS may be transmitted by sexual intercourse, heterosexual or homosexual, with an infected person, by using syringe needle that have been used by an infected person, by receiving a blood transfusion or blood products from an infected person. Most fungi are made up of dash, which forms a dash which spreads throughout material on which the fungus feeds. Many fungi saprophytic. They secrete dash into the substrate and then dash the soluble products. Most fungi are made up of hyphae, which forms a mycelium, which spreads through the material on which the fungus feeds. Many fungi are saprophytic. They secrete enzymes into the substrate and then absorb the soluble products. In what ways may saprophytic fungi be useful or harmful? Saprophytic fungi are useful in bringing about decay of dead material. They are harmful when they grow on our food and make it unfit to eat, or when they invade timber in buildings. Name one fungus in each case which attacks crops or humans. Crops are attacked by rust, mildew, and blight fungi. Humans are attacked by arthritis foot fungus, tinea. Choose the most appropriate word from the list below to complete the following sentence. Human fungus disease are very dash. Can use dangerous, infectious, contagious, catching. Human fungus disease are very contagious. Which one of the following would be used to treat arthritis foot? A bactericide, fungicide, a pesticide, an insecticide. Arthritis foot is caused by a fungus and so is treated with a fungicide. State two ways in which protozoa differ from bacteria. Protozoas do not have a cell wall, unlike bacteria, but they do have a nuclear membrane. Which body cells are attacked by malarial-parasites? Malarial-parasites attack the red blood cells. By what means can malarial-parasites be transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person? The malarial parasite is transmitted when a healthy person is bitten by a mosquito which has fed on an infected person. Antimalarial drugs kill the parasite in the blood, but they do not cure the disease. Why is this? Why was the use of DDT insecticide not successful in eradicating malaria? Antimalarial drugs do not kill the parasite in the liver. Mosquito became resistant to DDT insecticides. Which group of fungi is most commonly used to convert sugar to alcohol? The yeast are the most commonly used to convert sugar to alcohol. When sugar is fermented, alcohol is produced. What other substance is produced? What effect does this substance have in baking and beer making? In addition to alcohol, fermentation of sugar produces carbon dioxide. Bubbles of carbon dioxide cause the bread dough to rise and so gives the bread a light texture. Carbon dioxide dissolved in beer makes it fizz and gives it a sharp taste. Which one of the following is not a product of biotechnology? Flour, cheese, antibiotics, yogurt. Flour is not a product of biotechnology. Name one biotechnological process which makes use of protozoa. Purification of sewage makes use of protozoa. At one stage of the process, the protozoa ingest bacteria and solid particles. Protozoa also help in the filtration process at the water works. From what type of organism are antibiotics obtained? Antibiotics are obtained from fungi or organisms closely related to fungi. Most of them live in the soil. Thank you very much for participating in Microorganisms and Humans, a self-assessment project. Please do like, share, and subscribe.